Isn't this nice? You, me, the open road. Nothing can stop us now.
Doesn't even click. It's a deal breaker.
Can you just one time? Just one time! Don't let him ruin your day. Don't let him ruin your day. Good riddance. Now I can really put the pedal to the metal. Hi guys! Thank you so much for showing up. Today we are talking about, not playing about, Heat Pedal to the Metal will forever be called race cars as of this point. We're going to let you know what we liked about the game, what we didn't like about the game, parts we think they could have done better, parts we think they did great. And I'll let the champ take it away.
So, was not ready for that.
Yeah, you were very confused.
Yeah.
I would say that this game is very easy to teach. As soon as you understand the iconography,
Which there's a lot.
there is a metric frick ton
Yeah.
of iconography in this game. And that's just the basic ones we did.
Yeah.
There's a whole
Yeah,
other
we didn't do
advanced
weather or...
subject thing for like weather, photography,
Sponsors,
upgrades,
yeah, all that
drafting. There's stuff for that. Drafting in the sense of like picking cards to put into your deck instead of, the basic ones that we had, not drafting in the sense of you're following behind the card to get faster and be aerodynamic.
Mm-hmm.
But once you get past that, and the beginning rulebook for this can be a little confusing at first, right? When you're learning about like when you can boost and cool down, they have it as like two different sections, but they happen at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a little weird to kind of get across that. But once you get past that first initial read and somebody understands it, it's very easy to teach. Because then you can just go, this is what you do. It doesn't need to be that complicated. So, at least on the player mat, they have that for you, right? You just follow along. And as long as you understand what the iconography is and you're taught that, it's a very easy game.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be something that I enjoy about this game. It's a very easy, teachable game. You just have to first understand the rules yourself.
Speaking of iconography, what's this talking about over here?
Shifting gears.
Shifting gears.
Okay, but I've never gained 2 heats.
No, you shift up 2 gears and
You
gain
get 1 heat. Okay, all right.
Man,
See,
he's not
that's-
understanding the iconography.
He's not. I thought I explained it well to him. He did not
I
understand.
understood the concept, and I was doing it correctly, but I was like,
He didn't understand the iconography.
I did not understand the iconography.
All right. So there you go. Iconography. Downside.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of it.
Mm-hmm.
They're
Confusing.
Yes. See.
But yeah, I like the stress mechanic.
Stress mechanic is cool.
I think this is a really fun mechanic.
Push your luck.
Push your luck. Yeah, you're driving. You're like, dude, oh my goodness.
All I have is 6 purples and 1/1. I got to do something with these purples.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're in it to win it. Definitely. What do you got? What do you like?
Well, I was gonna talk about what I don't like.
Not even gonna talk about what he likes.
Well, no, I could.
Fuck this game.
I could.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Why don't I talk about what I do like? I do like the shifting mechanic. I think that is a great way to bring in an actual race car feel. Going from first up to second, pushing your car to the limit and gaining heat by jumping 2 gears, and that dictating how many cards you can play each turn. I think that really does create the speed element to it. But in that same breath, the speed element is quite simple. I have the number 7 between these 2 cards. I get to move 7 spaces. And at that point, it is just counting. This is my flaw, but I don't think it's flaw enough
that's just
to...
the base games, because when you get tires and all sorts of stuff,
Sure.
it completely changes things. So.
Okay, well that's interesting.
That's
Yes.
true. Yeah, we didn't specifically play just the base game.
Yeah.
And didn't add the extra advanced components.
Yeah, it's just like pluses and minuses.
I would be
if you're
interested,
between this and that.
to play a bit more of that. I don't think that it is detrimental to the game to make me not enjoy it. It is just something like, because
I mean, you say counting and you're just counting, but I remember somebody blowing through a turn.
exactly, because
Numbers are hard.
Numbers are hard.
because the stress Oh no, because
No,
I
you
actually
just
got
miscounted.
math wrong. I just straight up miscounted.
Yeah, even
When
though
there's
there's
no
just
numbers
like
right
numbers.
next to it.
They tell you, hey, don't go faster than this. You're like, "Fuck it." Tell me what to do, board.
I
Okay.
paid for these rooms. I'm gonna use them.
But that ended up being not that bad.
No,
Both times I
yeah,
spun out.
yeah.
Still
Actually,
lost.
the first time that you spun out, it was actually brilliant because it took us 2 turns to even catch you. Like,
Right.
it worked out in your favor.
Yeah, I burned all of my heat, but yeah.
Yeah,
that's
whatever.
fine.
You know.
So that
You got
was
it back.
that's what my flaw is, but I'm pretty certain like you guys are like we all agree that it's not that big of a flaw. It's simple, and I would like it to be something a little bit more, but I don't quite know what I want it to be. Larry is telling me, "Oh, don't you worry." So I'm excited, and I'm not gonna
It
worry.
wasn't even raining on us.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, not raining or cloudy or cluddy or anything like
Yeah,
that.
no
Yeah.
cluds.
No
No cluds
cluds.
in the sky.
Not partially cluddy.
Right, sunny day.
Larry, what's your con?
It's intense. It's very intense.
Yeah.
That's your con?
No, it's a plus.
Oh,
that's
oh,
huge.
okay.
Oh,
Okay.
fuck you, dude. And you go, meow. Those are the pluses. Those are
Mhm.
huge pluses. It's like, oh, where are you playing over there? Hey, we're pretty close over there. Are you gonna meow?
Yeah, are you gonna go 5?
So,
Am I counting
no,
that you're
so
going on 5?
my con is this is terrible, and I should be able to physically go. It should be inlaid so I can actually shift.
So you want a mechanical system involved here?
Yeah, yeah.
Instead-
So I
instead of
feel
the cardboard.
because in my head, literally the only thing that goes through in this game besides slight math, because there is right next to there, is the vroom sound in the Speed Racer theme song. So I want to be shifting gears while the whole time.
Yeah.
Get me in. I'm already in it. Just this takes me out. What is that?
You
What
want
is
a
that?
little bit of a mechanical.
Okay.
That's it.
Would it be even
But,
better?
like,
so
It's kind of a deal breaker. Like
it's a deal breaker.
That's a deal breaker.
I emailed Days of Wonder. I called Triple H. It's unacceptable. Please.
You did not call Days of Wonder. You did not do that. What the fuck would you lie?
No, it was email Days of Wonder
Call
and
Triple
call
H.
Triple H. You have him on speed dial?
First of all, Triple H, huge fan. Keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, you can fix everything. That's what you were called.
You did not email Days of Wonder. Like,
But I should.
Little known fact, Triple H is on the board of directors for Days of Wonder.
I wouldn't be surprised.
you know, what if you go on Etsy and find like a wooden one, and you can get that click 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 click
Right.
click 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 feel.
Maybe.
I-
Should be included in game.
However much I agree that it should be there
I wouldn't
should be
say it's a
actually
deal
shifting-
breaker.
There's no way it's a deal breaker.
What are you talking about?
I actually gave actual qualms about the core mechanics of the game, and that's not even a deal breaker.
Yeah, like,
This one little thing that they did to save a tiny bit of money during production to make the
I mean, I
game
wouldn't
more
say it's a tiny
affordable.
bit of money. It would
yeah,
probably be a
dude,
decent
it'd have to
amount.
be thick cardboard.
Yeah, especially. All right, I can already see this now. Larry going
not
pushing
doing
it
that
as hard
hard.
as he possibly can to get the click.
Either breaking
The plastic,
plastic
or the cardboard
or
that's
fraying
in
the
there.
cardboard. So it's
Yeah,
like just
that
slowly
cardboard would
going
be
up.
fucked. Yeah.
Yeah. Because he'd be in there pushing it as hard as he can.
Furiously changing gears.
I refuse your deal breaker status 100%. Like I
no,
just,
it's
no.
shit game. Breaks my immersion.
This game is fun, and the immersion part of it is probably a big we were just so tied into the game while we were playing it, and every
We
time
didn't
we
even talk about
played,
ninjas or pirates.
yeah,
We
once.
didn't bring up
I said
anything
it's
outside
super
of-
intense.
we were just focusing on driving fast,
Yeah, and I could focus more from.
like a real race would be. You're looking at the road, you're factoring speeds.
Oh, I can't believe you just said that. I'm shocked. You and your friend Mark are just gonna have to leave. I mean, I thought what I was gonna ask was gonna be contentious, but I guess not compared to that.
Okay, well, what is it?
How do you feel about the catch-up mechanic for the person that's in last place?
If you get that free room, you shouldn't be able to slip too. I think that's a little much.
Yeah.
But the free cooldown and the one little move, that's acceptable.
Okay.
Uh,
So I think that's okay, but that would really, really muddle the rules, saying that you can't slipstream.
in this instance.
I
And
get
there's
that.
also, it's one of the only moments where you can trigger, have a triggering chain of effects that in lots of games is really awesome. You know, it's a real, it just makes sure that everyone's still in the game.
But the free cooldown pretty much already gives you a free boost. Like, that is the whole
Yeah, but you have to have the heat in your hand
You do.
in order to put it
You
back.
do.
But if
But like they're already giving you more opportunities to catch up. I think the slipstream's like a little much.
I think it's nice because it kept the three of us in a pack the entire time. If you guys were over here and I was all the way back over there at the 5, I would not be having fun at that point. It would just be an absolute moot point. That can happen still with burnouts and taking corners and things like that, but it makes it less likely if you all stay in a pack, and then it stays anyone's game. Which it really was, kind of, until this last turn.
And
I was stuck.
I will say that like us playing 3 players, the catch up mechanic purposely keeps us close. Because if you think about if we're playing with like 4 or 5, those people that are in like 3rd or 4th, like they might be that a situation like this might happen where like you end up only playing catch up with yourselves in the back, and you don't have an opportunity to really catch people in the front. So when you play the solo version of this, you can pick however many AIs that you want and stuff like that. And the first couple times that I did the solo version for it, like when I was testing it, that's what happened to me. Like I got caught in like 5th or 6th, and I was just back of the back the entire time. Like it's difficult to find that way to get back into it when there's that many people. So I don't personally have an issue with that. I just think it was more of a problem for us because we have 3 people, so we're all constantly
Just
rotating
swapping.
between 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, and it creates those big moments where it's like you were like so far behind, you get that one boost, all of a sudden you go from 3rd to 1st, right? You just get that moment where you get past everyone.
Right. And it didn't last very long. It was always changing, and I thought that made a real dynamic game.
So I also think niche case. So like you were the what? 1 spot ahead of me at the end.
Yeah, back here, yeah.
Now say though we were tied right here, it shouldn't be whoever goes first wins. If you're tied, it should be who goes farthest. I think that's a niche case.
That is a niche case.
But that is...
Essentially what this is saying is this is the inside line.
I get it.
Which
I get
technically means you're closer.
Yes.
Because it is a shorter amount of distance
Yes.
based off how it's shaped.
But I do agree with that.
Yeah.
That if you're neck and neck at the
head to
very
head.
end,
Because even if you are on the inside, like
it should be a straight whoever goes farther
Yes.
kind of
Right.
thing. And they do, I will say this, there is no slipstream to finish. So that they have that situation.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you're neck and neck, it should just be a drag race at
Yes.
that point. And that would create a lot of intensity.
yes.
That didn't happen to us.
No.
I whooped your ass, That's just
yeah.
oh, by the way, didn't you issue a challenge to come and get it at the end of the last game we played?
I don't know. What's the order in this is going to come out?
Definitely the one before we played earlier.
Did I?
You definitely did.
I don't know. Down in the comments, go watch the last video to the end, and then come watch this one to the end and tell us what happened. What happened? Because if you don't tell us, we don't know.
So do we want to do a tournament?
At some
I do.
point.
Yes,
some point.
we definitely do.
Yeah, we'll get some drafting cards in there.
I think we did cover this one a little bit. I do like how first player changes based on, or the order changes based on the order of the race, which came into play at our ending. I just thought it was a real race. That's what it felt like.
First person goes first. If you're not first, you're last.
Technically speaking, we both lost.
Yeah, there was no. Also, not technically speaking, yes.
But,
like we didn't win, so we lost. Yeah.
yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
No, that is technically speaking.
So I know
It's
you
also
said
not
deal
technically
breaker.
speaking.
So are you not?
Oh. I mean, I haven't picked it up
The
myself
man who
yet
says-
for our reason.
At some point, yes, I want to play this game. Even more. I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah.
They have an expansion for this called Heavy Rain. I haven't got it yet, but maybe we'll get that and then do the tournament so that we can have insane weather fall doing stuff.
Ooh, what if we play the game while it's raining inside?
Also, I'm gonna say this as well. The inside of the box actually has enough space for that when they released expansions, you can just add it into the main box,
And then you just have a free box.
and then you just have a free box.
Is that cool because they had foresight, or is that cool because they were planning to con us into spending money?
I mean, it's cool because they had the foresight to realize that, like, hey, if we make something else in the future, if this is a hit,
Yeah.
if we make something in the future, there's room for you to just condense boxes. That's my opinion. I don't work at Days of Wonder. I don't know Triple H. I don't have that inside connection.
Now, see if they used. So I mean, it costs extra money to make the bigger box, and they have these separators. They could have used that
Okay.
to improve on their GUI, and there we go.
What'd you call it?
It's a GUI.
A GUI?
It's a GUI.
Okay.
It's a
Graphical
user
interface.
interface. Look at all these graphics.
Yeah.
It's a user interface. It is
I don't
technically
think I've
a
ever
GUI.
heard it called a GUI, but I think you're onto something here.
Is it not a GUI?
I mean,
Technically, by definition,
there are graphics. We are users, and we are interfacing.
We are
with it.
interfacing with it. Yes,
So yeah, I think you're onto something here.
it's a physical GUI.
Wow. I think I'm just gonna start calling all player boards GUIs now.
Yeah, they technically, yes.
The best kind of correct.
Anyways, I'm sitting here looking at my GUI, just so confused by all of the iconography.
By all
So
these
we can just.
On this user interface.
We're gonna wrap this one up. I think we
You gotta
got.
look at the help section. If you go to help, you can look at what the graphics mean.
If you go to customer
Google it.
support and interact with their
Message
clippings-
IT.
Right.
It'll take them like 3 months to get back to you, but they'll get back to you.
Thank you guys so much for watching. We love this game. Heat Pedal Metal, great. Go buy it. From my left, this
The
is.
champ.
I hate it when you guys say it. This
Because
is.
you don't say it.
Say your name.
Larry.
I'm Michael. Bye.
do 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 do